And that's the complete Windows 10 2004 download and upgrade install guide. Guys, my name is Dave, and you're watching the Dave Stuff. If you're new to this channel and interested in this type of content, hit the subscribe button and turn on notification bells. That way you'll get notified on future videos. We're going to cover 2 ways to upgrade your system from Windows 10, whatever version it's on, to Windows 10 2004, and it'll be done in 2 ways. The first is going to be similar to the clean installation process, and the second way is going to be just upgrading it right within Windows. One important thing as we go through this, take a backup of your documents, save them somewhere on a USB stick. That way, if something does happen and the worst case scenario occurs, then you still have those copies on a USB stick, or save them to a Google Cloud, Dropbox, something like that. Second, you should take a system restore backup. That way, if something happens in Windows during the upgrade process, you can roll back to your current version of Windows that you have installed and running at this moment. Next, we should always have a copy of our drivers for our system in the event something goes south and you need to reinstall those drivers. Examples of drivers are, if you have a laptop, you'll have drivers from your manufacturer, the drivers from your PC manufacturer or from your motherboard manufacturer, sound drivers, video card drivers, network card drivers, Bluetooth drivers, motherboard drivers, and maybe even RAID drivers. These drivers should be saved on a USB stick, and you should not rely on the cloud because in the worst case scenario, the cloud's not going to help you. Let's get started. First, go to your web browser and type in Windows Insider Download. It should be your first link, and it'll state Download Windows 10 Insider Preview Advanced. Click on that link. You're going to need to sign in to your Microsoft account. You can do so by clicking on the top right and then signing in. Now, if you don't have a Microsoft account, you do require one to proceed further. It's easy to sign up for a Microsoft account, just follow the instructions, and once it's been done, you can proceed on to the next step. Assuming you already have a Microsoft account, we're going to continue on. Scroll down a little until you see Select Edition, and then click on the down arrow beside the Select Edition box. Now, a couple things, just to save you guys some time, especially in the future, you need to be looking for the build version that says 19041. So as of this recording, you'll see it under fast and slow, but the current version is 18363. I know this is a bit lot for some, but what'll end up happening is once 2004 becomes released, that build 19041 is going to go under release preview. So bottom line is make sure it says build 19041, and if you're not using Windows 10 Enterprise, just select the one that says Insider Preview Build 19041. Select the product language. In my case, I'm going to choose English, and then I'm going to click Confirm. Then after a couple moments, it's going to give me a 64-bit and a 32-bit or x86 link to download. I'm going to download the 64-bit. All right, and I'm going to save the file. And if you have a slow internet speed, especially with this recording and because of the circumstances that are going on in the world these days, your download may take longer than normal. It's about 4.8 gigs to download this file if it's the 64-bit version. So it could be seconds or it could take several minutes, even an hour, depending on your speed. Okay, we're gonna go back to google.com and we're gonna type in Rufus and click on the first link. Scroll down until you see Rufus 3.9 Portable, or it could be a later version, depending on when you listen to this, and save it. Make sense, guys? Let me know in the comments if you're having any issues, and if you're enjoying this, give me a like. We're gonna go through the bootable USB option first, and then we'll tie everything together, whether you're using a bootable USB or not. Now, the reason why I'm talking about bootable USB is in the unlikely event, everything goes south, it's worst case scenario, you have to totally reload everything. That is the only reason why we're doing this. If you don't want to proceed with the bootable USB option, that's fine. What we'll do is I'll put the link in the cards and in the video description if you want to skip ahead to that specific moment where we'll install and upgrade our current system to version 2004. for everyone else, we'll just go on with the USB option. Open Rufus, and where it states boot selection, that should be set to disk or ISO image. Click on select and simply browse to where you saved the ISO that was just downloaded. Now you shouldn't need to change the partition scheme, the target system, or anything else. The only exception may be the partition scheme if you are running your system in legacy mode, or if you have a system that is 7+ years old. You will know who you are. For those people, make sure the partition scheme is set to MBR. Now, you're going to be warned that by proceeding, you're going to lose everything on this current USB stick. So if you need to save it, make sure you copy this off to another USB stick, because the one you're using right now is going to get erased. If you're good, click OK and it'll start. Give yourself 15 to 20 minutes, maybe even 30 minutes. Go grab yourself something to eat, have a drink. Now I'll speed up the video so you don't have to wait 5 to 30 minutes. And it'll state that it's done. You can close and then close Rufus. Okay, we're at the point now where people that didn't want to use the bootable thumb drive method and those that do want to use the bootable thumb drive method, we're coming together, and now we're going to proceed to the next step, upgrading Windows 10 to 2004. If you're using the bootable USB, go to the USB stick drive and then open setup. If you decided not to use the bootable stick, then double click on the ISO file that you downloaded and then double click on setup. Now everyone will be at the same point. At this point forward, either direction, it's the same instructions. You can remove the check mark where it states, I want to help make the installation of Windows better, and click next. Windows setup is going to update itself and then come back. Accept the agreement and click next. If you want, you can remove the personal files in your apps, but for most people, you're not going to do that. So click next. The upgrade is going to take anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes. It may be a little bit longer and maybe a little bit less. If you are going through the upgrade, go grab something to eat, grab a coffee, grab something. And I'll speed up this video and see you very shortly. Okay, now I'm going to log in and it's going to continue the last piece. I'll speed up the video here, but it will take about 5 minutes to get to the next step. If you had any problems during the upgrade, Windows 10 setup would have detected it and would have rolled you back to the version that you were just running. However, if you're able to get to this screen, then the upgrade has been successful. To confirm, you can just right-click on the Start menu and go to Run. Type in WinVer, W-I-N-V as in Victor, E-R. Hit Enter, and it should state that the version is 2004, build 19041. Congratulations, you've installed and upgraded to Windows 10 2004. And that's the complete Windows 10 2004 download and upgrade install guide. Alright, so if you like this video, give me a like. If you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button and check out these videos. I'll see you next time.